Welcome to another beer bracket tournament. I have 8 beers again. This time I made sure that they were all lagers. I've got my bracket, it's a double elimination, and I've seeded them by their beer advocate scores. So, for example, Busch is the lowest with a beer advocate score of 51, and Sapporo is the highest ranked with a score of 69. So the way these are seeded is that the lowest score is going against the highest score for the first round, and it just goes on like that to pit the best against the worst, and so on. All right, so we'll get started here. We're going to go with Busch and Sapporo. Busch has an ABV of 4.3, which is, I don't remember it being that low. You know, this is what I drank in my early years of high school before I switched to Budweiser. And I switched to Budweiser because my best friend, his family owned an Anheuser-Busch distributorship in the town where I lived, or in the area where I lived. So, you know, we're always out, we're drinking Busch, and then we go to Budweiser, and then if we wanted to splurge, we'd get Michelob. Michelob is a decent beer. It's not an adjunct lager like Busch and Budweiser. Okay, so let's see. Sapporo is 5% ABV. It's this Sapporo Premium. It's a Japanese rice lager. And this is an adjunct lager, Busch. Okay. So, you can see the Sapporo is a little bit darker. At least it looks like that way to me. They both appear to have the same amount of carbonation coming up. But anyway, I don't want to waste time talking about that. Let's mix these things up so that I lose track. And I'll taste them and see which one I think tastes better. Busch, I believe, uses corn as an adjunct. Budweiser uses rice. So Budweiser rice beer might go well against this Sapporo Japanese rice lager. All right, now. I'm not going to try to smell these, but I kind of taste corn in that. I could be wrong. It's probably the Busch. It's got some flavor to it. Not necessarily good flavor, although I wouldn't, like Beer Advocate, give it a 51. I see Beer Advocate is full of snobs who hate big beer. So all the Anheuser-Busch beers get low ratings. Miller's get low ratings. That one's got some taste to it as well, some upfront hit. The thing is, this is all I have for this, but I have a 6-pack of Sapporo, so after I drink that 6-pack of Sapporo, I don't know which one that I'm going to like better. I don't know if I can keep drinking a whole 6-pack of Sapporo, or maybe I'll like it even more. Because your taste kind of changes when you drink a bunch of it. It's not bad. It's got a weird aftertaste, and I can't describe it. And I'm thinking that this is a Sapporo. I was right. But that one, the Busch doesn't have a great flavor either. It's hard to believe that, you know, a freshman in South Point High School, I'm swilling this stuff like it's going out of style. But, you know, it was cheap. I really don't like either one of these that much. And I don't know if I can drink a whole 6-pack of this. This one's pretty consistent going in and finish to the end. But I think that if I drank more of these, I might start acquiring a taste for it. And I know that if I say Busch is better than Sapporo, there's going to be some people out there criticizing me. I can hear it now. They're going to say, Busch is a terrible beer. You know, it's the worst beer there is. Unless, of course, you're in St. Louis. If you're in St. Louis, then yeah, I would expect Busch to win. But who knows? This one's definitely got a stronger taste, and I guess the flavor in there is rice. Yeah, I guess so. I'm going to go with Sapporo. Simply because, you know, the more you drink, you know, and as your inhibitions lower as you drink more, all beer starts tasting better, and it all starts getting weaker. So it's better to start off with something strong, and when you're on your third, fourth, fifth one, you know, it's going to go down like water. So I'm going with Sapporo on this one, although I don't really like it that much. I'm just thinking, after I drink more of it, I will like it more. So put Busch down here in the loser bracket, and I'll go fetch the next contestants.